Music, lyrics, song, and words. A collaboration of thought. Come walk with me as I stroll to the music of my youth. That space where Paul and Annie Chambers said, I have a legacy to go and be who I am. I am not my father, but a musician he and my mother can be proud to say, that's my son. If there was ever a man who was generous, gracious, and good, that was my dad, the man. A human being so true, he could live like a king, 'cause he knew the real pleasure in life, to be devoted to and always stand by me, so I'd be unafraid. And the music, I heard the meanest message in the music, the music, I heard the meanest message in the music. I thought I had the stuff and quite enough, I won't gonna go back home.
Pierre Lawrence Chambers was born on June 7th, 1957, in Brooklyn, New York, to Annie and Paul Chambers. He was the middle child of 5 children in a creative and musical family. His father was Paul Chambers, one of the premier bass players in the jazz genre throughout the 50s and 60s, playing with such greats as Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Sonny Rollins, Hank Mobley, Cannonball Adderley, Benny Golson, Kenny Dorham, Lee Morgan, Curtis Fuller, Barry Harris, Wynton Kelly, Jimmy Cobb, and many others. Pierre learned to appreciate and developed his love of music from his mother as well. On any given day, you could hear all kinds of music coming from her room, especially jazz. She gave him an understanding and love of jazz.
As a child, my mother bought me books to read, gave me the music of my father. Reading took me to destinations beyond my small room in Detroit, and I listened to my father's music as I traveled in my mind. The two, music and words, taught me how to be, how to live in this world. This marriage has always tethered itself. They're like kin, brother and sister, cousins that link themselves to creation. It's that creative spirit, that process that I wish to connect with.
While in Detroit, Pierre went into acting and modeling. Here's a few great pictures of Pierre in that phase. I just love these. In 1982, Pierre moved to New Jersey, where he sang with the Lance Hayward Singers, based in Manhattan. He sang with the pianist's 24-voice vocal group for 8 years. In 1991, Pierre met Bill Lee, leader of the Family Tree Singers, a 21-voice vocal group that sang mostly Bill's beautiful music. Bill is the father of Spike Lee, and the group sang all the music from Spike's first 4 movies.
I enjoy singing songs I grew up with. I write about ideas in hopes that my words will give the reader ideas on how to think about an issue and make change if the words inspire change. Books and music are like magic, sacred musicians in a mysterious world where on the edges, dreams can come true. There are all kind of words stirring around in my head, made up lines that piece themselves together, attach, apply to the work. Words that want to link themselves, connect to, share what they want to say. They bump up against one another like marbles, chipping off pieces to fit into corners of my poetry. They make noises, sharp and sometimes horrible sounds, crashing into construct to complete a sentence. These words, they move like dancers, swim like fish. They shout like church, get mad because they are impatient when they want to be a point. They calm when I sing some old-time jazz rhythms because my words got soul. Then they fall asleep fighting just like babies.
Pierre moved to Los Angeles in 1996, where he started doing solo music shows and got into acting. He then met and formed the group Chambers, Herbert, and Ellis with Lisa Herbert and Mitch Ellis, both children of well-known musicians. It was a popular vocal trio singing the music of Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross in the vocalist style. This group was together for 8 years.
Let's talk about Sister Sadie. Let's talk about Sister Sadie. Let's talk about Sister Sadie. Let's talk about Sister. Let's talk about Sister Sadie. Let's talk about Sister Sadie. Let's talk. Sister Sadie was a mean chick, and she thought that she was real slick. Then she ran into a fall so proud. She hasn't been the same since Alfonso put her down. Sister Sadie never worried. Sister Sadie never hurried. Then she ran into Alfonso Brown. She hasn't been the same since Alfonso put her down. She just paces around the floor. She don't have any mind no more. She just stands in the empty space with a frown on her face. Sister Sadie was a honey, always had lots of money. Then she ran into a Alfonso Brown. She hasn't been the same since Alfonso. Sister Sadie.
Pierre's played with some of the best musicians in Los Angeles as well as some of the best in New York. He also feels blessed to be part of the Singers Collective here in Los Angeles, which is a very, very tight and warm community.
This is my time. My debut as a solo artist, singing the songs I love, and as a poet, writing my ideas about how to do this thing called living. Song and words to encourage the soul. Come with me as I commune with both parts of my muse. Make this musical tribute to the spirit of jazz, this literary tribute to the great poets I love to read. I wish to give my offerings, to fuss with notes, struggle with words, timing, beat, to get them both as they should be.
I feel really fortunate to be asked to be the producer for Pierre's recording. He has the heart and soul of a true jazz artist and also poetry artist. And I'm very excited for us to share this with everybody. We picked a great trio, really swinging and soulful pianist Karen Hammock, the arranger and a great drummer from Boston named Matt Gordy, and one of our statesmen jazz players living on the West Coast, Henry the Skipper Franklin. We're going to have a good time.
I just found joy. I'm as happy as a baby boy with another brand new choo-choo toy. I'm with my sweet Lorraine, Lorraine. I'm with my sweet Lorraine. She's got a pair of eyes. In these difficult times, we all need a little creativity to keep us going. New projects to keep our eyes focused. Some special place where we can add our offerings to the creative world. I'm seeking contributions from family, friends, creative people to help me complete my first solo CD and my first book of poetry. Asking you to donate to this project.